askan gi ñu ngi leen a jaajëfal di leen bismillah si Multiplos online TV ñu Jeshwang bokk na ci gox wala community yi nga xam ne am na yooni OIC bu fa jaar muy tali wala yoon bi ñoo ooyee P1 nag balañ koo tàmbali physical planning jotoon nañoo binda askan bu fa dëkkee ne dañ am pour daaneel seen kër yi seen néeg yi seen fens yi pour mun a yaatal yoon bi pour mun a defar tali bi nga xam ne moom lañ fa bëgg a def bu loolu amee nag askan gi toogoon nañ ñoomi neen waxtaan ak seen alkaale seen député gis ne tali bi dëgg la yokkute la te liggéey réew la waaye tali bi luñ xayma ne loolu lañ bëgg a génnee ci kër yi pour mun koo yokk ci yoon tali bu fa nekkoon pour mu gën a yaatu buñ ko génnee day lor askan bi parce que ëpp doole bi ñu bëri yoon bi wala tali bi luñ see daaneel dafa jël seen perong yi dafa jël seen état yi ñeen nañu perong sax duñ ko am ñeen nañu état sax duñ ko am te su boobaa lu ñoo ooyee sokowe wala pour fen sax dafa jafe ak ñooñu ba taxoon ñu toog waxtaan ak Ministry of Works and Infrastructure so buñ waxtaanee ministry bi si njiitali woon permanent secretary bi di Louis Moses ñëw si askan bi gisal seen boppa li askan yi doon joytu waaye bu ñëwee ñoom seen boppa ñu gis ne dégga askan gi lu ñoo wax loolu mooy li am liñ jot a marqué buñ ko génnee kër yu bari dinañ am jafe-jafe parce que pour nit dëkk fa sa day métti léegi mu taxoon ñu wàññi waaye liñ njëkkoon a marqué dañ ne woon tali bi dafay am ñaari gota côté bu nekk dafa am gota dafa am street lights de dafa am fu nit ñi di doxee mooy footpath bu loolu xewee ñu ne waaw léegi suñ ko wàññee bon ñaari gota yi duñ mun a am benn gota moo mun a am benn gota buñ ko defee benn côté bi beneen côté bi ñu def fa salo drain pour bu tawee ndox mun a génn léegi biñ commencé liggéey bi ñu ñëw ba si kanam askan bi ñëw gis ne gota yuñ leen waxoon benn gota buñ leen waxoon ak salo drain bi de mu jëw ta am parce que génne wuñ gota benn salo drain bu xat lañ génne te lu ci gën a yéeme mooy concrete bi wala tali bi dafa jóg torop bàyyi kër yi si suuf am na kër yi nga xam ne tali baa ngi leen sutee ay fukki mètre ak juróom ñetta yenn ay ba ñaar fukki centimètre yu ci gën a néew daal ay ñetti centimètre la ay ñeneenti centimètre la ay juróom benn centimètre waaye ëpp doole bi si kër yooyu ay fukki centimètre la jëm kaw la leen tali bi rawee ci kaw loolu tali bi nga xam ne rawee na sutee na kër yi lu tolloo noonu te amut gota ci benn côté askan gi gis ne bu leen nawet fekkee si lii dina leen indil ay loraange indil leen ay jafe-jafe ñoom ak seeni njaboot si la askan gi mbooloo seen double DC bi àndaa seen kansulo àndaa seen député ak seen ñaari alkali Jeshwang Ebo Town ñu toog boy décembre bi 2024 bu mu amee benn fan mooy 1st of December si la askan gi toog am waxtaan si seen community health center bi si seen waxtaan boobu seen député bi di honorable Sirif Sarr woo deputy permanent secretary Koli ki nekk Ministry of Works waaye si dimanche boobu 1st December 2024 deputy PS ñëw woon ko ne ko baax na tey dimanche la waaye talaata incha allah dinañ yónnee ingénieur yi wala technical team bi pour ñu ñëw su boobaa ñu mun a gëstu yéen li ngeen a joytu waaye bu ñu ebalee ingénieur bi si talaata boobu kooku ñëw bu kooku ñëwee askan bi won ko mu ne waaw léegi loolu la lu ci munti nekk moom gis na lu ay askan bi du joytu waaye moom lim mun a def di ingénieur senior ingénieur Ministry of Works Pa Amat Mané kooku si la dellu mu ne askan gi ne dina dellu waxtaan ak ay njiitam ay kilifaam won leen lim gis waaye si biir waxtaan boobu askan gi ñu ngi doon nemmeeku office of ministry of works pour xam yan jéego la gaay di jël pour mun a génne yooni ndox waaye jaabante nañ fa ay yoon waaye ministre bi lum leen doon wax mooy ba tey ñu ngi seet yan pexe lañ mun a nas maanaam ñu ngi seet ay option waaye si biir seetum option yooyu liggéey bi mu ngi continuer liggéey bi jotutoon a taxaw contracteur bi mu ngi doon continuer di def liggéeyam contracteur bi nag def na liggéeyam génnewut gota benn boor lu ci des diggante tali bi ak fenn si li nga xam ne yenn place yi ëpp na ay 3 mètre yëpp dañ ko concrete def ko footpath mooy maanaam fu nit ñi di doxee P1 nag mu doon yoon bi nga xam ne yooni ndox la parce que yoon dafa jógee ba ay Serekunda ñëw ba Babun Fati di jaaree noonu wàcca dem ci faro gi utali géej gi askan gi si lañ oowaat ministre bi won leen ne leen ñun de ba tey ñu ngi leen a déglu dégguñ dara buñ toppee ministre bi ak NRA ba soona mënuñoo am ci ñoom kaddu ñu ñëw toog waxtaan ak seen biir ci lañ binda National Disaster Management si njiitalu World Development Committee bi mooy DC bi léegi buñ bindee National Disaster Management si lañ leen won ne NRA de nuñ liggéey anam buñ liggéeyee suñ tali bi bu nawetee ndox bi dinañu lor bon bugga nañ pour ngeen ñëw gis askan gi nuñ fi NRA nuñ fi liggéeyee parce que lépp lu nga xam ne dafa indi loraange si askan gi loolu lu jara bàyyi xel la parce que buñ demee ba am ay jafe-jafe muy taw ndox yi duñ mën a génn ndox yi di dugg si biir néeg yi war a yaaxal askan gi NEA ñooy soon na ñëw pour ñëw seet nu ñoo saafaraale problème yooyu balaa ñoo dugg ci problème yi nga xam ne mun nañ koo saafara bon bugga nañ NEA jóg jël jéego yuñ war a jël gis ne NRA ñëw nañ def seen liggéey nu mu waree bu loolu amee si la National Disaster Management binda NRA won leen ne leen askani Jeshwang bi de dañ ñu binda ne yoon bi ngeen fa defar bu nawetee ndox bi dina leen sonal bon dañ bugga pour ngeen ñëw ñu ànd ak yéen ñu dem toog waxtaan ak askan bi ñu seet yan pexe lañ mën a nas pour bu nawetee gaay waa Jeshwang yi bañ a am loraange loolu taxoon ba si njeexteeli weeri février 2005 bi NRA ñëwoon fa ànd ak National Disaster Management ñu commencé ko Sankun Silla mooy yooni P1 bi dem ba fu mu sesee P3 bi mooy bi jógee Joko wàcca dugga Talinding bu loolu amee NRA seen deputy general manager bi won askan yi ne leen fi mu ne nii moom ñoom dinañ dellu ñu toog ñu waxtaan seet yan pexe la ñoo mun a jël pour saafaral problème bi léegi ñu d'accordoon ne si londi gi ñu dajee National Disaster Management pour mun a waxtaan londi googu askan bi waa Jeshwang demoon nañ National Disaster Management waaye nag National Roads Authority jotu ñoo na teew ba taxoon ñu jotoon a puus machine bi léegi buñ ko puusee altelen boobu yóbbu ko ci alxames bi si lañ mujjee toog waxtaan waaye si biir waxtaan boobu deputy general manager bi di Souleymane Soumaré si la woon askan bi ne ñoo moom de am na pexe bi nga xam ne moom la nas maanaam draw na plan bi nga xam ne moom la moo implement Ebo Town New Jeshwang nga xam ne bu nawetee ndox bi du sonal kenn maanaam ci biir loolu mu ne ñu plan bi moom defaroon na ko ba pare ba yóbbu ko jox ko ministre boosam di Minister of Works honorable Ibrahima Silla léegi ñu toog ba jëmi jamono lu dem ba ay weer gisuñ dara dégguñ dara askan gi delluwaat si National Disaster Management war leen ne NRA de luñ nangutoo ak ñoom ba tey gisuñ si dara dégguñ si dara te dégguñ si ñoom tamit loolu tax ba National Disaster Management si njiitali directeur Sanada Haba woowaat leen pour ñu ñëw ñu ànd ak ñoom dem si askan bi won leen bu dee tàmbale nañ liggéey bi comme niñ ko waxee ñu won leen lañ jot a liggéey ak fan lañ yem waaye fexe nañ ba soona National Roads Authority mu ñoo na ñëw ba tax mbir mi àgga ci vice président bi His Excellency Mohamed B.S. Jallow si la oote ne dimanche ne naa ree ñoom NDMA ak physical planning ñëpp ñëw ñu mën a seet li askan gi di joytu su boobaa parce que nawet gi soriwul te ñaareel nawet gi ñu ngi njorto ne nawet gi ndox bi dina bëri bon foog ñu ñëw seet yan pexe lañ mën a teg pour askan gi bañ a am loraange loolu moo waraloon ba vice président bàyyi yiteem yi yëpp ñëw teewlu askani ñu Jeshwang si njiitali seen Ward Development Committee seen député seen alkali Jeshwang ak Ebo Town ak kilifa Jeshwang yi ñëwoon saafuwante moom waxtaan ak moom wan leen luy seen tiitaange luy seen jaaxare loolu moo taxoon ba vice président bi ñëwoon waaye askan bi waxtaan nañu ak moom won nañ koy tamit li nga xam ne loolu mooy seen jaar-jaar seen diggante ak Ministry of Works ak NRA incha allahu rabi ngeen teewlu lu ci des di ngeen ko gis si image si ak waxtaan bi nga xam ne am nañ ko incha allahu rabi jërëjëf.
Doo xaw leen tuuti tuuti ndax kii mu ne loo dugal
the Vice President of the Development Committee, Mr. Mr. Ron, is a member of the World Development Committee, he's also a member, a native of Jeshwang, the team, we are all part of the native person of the we are the one leading. She's a woman representative. She's a youth as a vice chairperson of the Ebo Town On. You are welcome to the community.
How that we can work together to make it happen, because it is a very good development, and we all appreciate the community development the development also is good with a lot of challenges, and those challenges are one. At the initial stage, we had something that got us to be on both sides, but because of the scope of the work, it was reduced to be done on one side. But when you start look at it, I mean, on one side and then the solution on the other side. But currently we have at this starting point here, B2. At this starting point we have one gutter here. It stops here. So from this point up to the end point of this road, there is no other gutter. And compound within this area, what is doing? There is no point where water can come from this compound. So the road is higher than the compound, and there is nothing like a creation that can create water to flow outside the compound. So there is no gully, there is no extension of the water, where from here it can drop the water and come back to the main water. And with all the water, they are done, and this main water is not here, it makes no sense. Look at this main water here. Water going from Serapunda, everything comes here, and the end point of the water also is blocked. So when it rains, expect that one big rain like this.
I know this is a plaster.
Exactly.
We came here last year.
If you go to the endpoint on the downstairs, there are buildings there. Some buildings factory there.
Yeah, but I thought that was supposed to come down.
It's still there. It's still there. It's still there. It's still there.
KMT also.
It is still there. And then they have to do players come back to us. And then they meet. So when they decided to come on board, and this is what they can do. So from this point on the this is our main concern. Because I don't enough to take out this situation. And number two, I saw the thing at Coastal Drive. It's now a highway. After 4, it's a very big road. We need pumps for the area. And this is the speed. We said we live with NI to help. So without pumps, so the road is very close to compound. They are very close. This can come in and jump out. So without those pumps also, after 4, it's a busy hour and people are rushing to go back home. So here also is a very, very big road. So we are asking the allocation of the pump. But that's how important. The homes are important, and also this main water here to be helped properly.
Allocated them the full living. Looking like projects. Which one? Yeah. What about this one? It's not done.
So what you're saying is not part of it?
Yes, yes. It's not part of it.
Not only here, but
and also talking about
the other.
the fact that there's a blockage, this water flooding continue.
Yeah, this end there's no drainage.
all those there on both sides.
On both sides.
Is that a design issue or whatever?
In the design.
It was in the design.
But the initial design was 2 gutters on both sides.
So what I'm saying is, normally some concrete are natural. Yes. If it is sloping, water can come. I don't know whether it is designed in that way.
No. He had a complaint on that is from that same
designed in that way. So initially, our honorable here can attest to that. The initial plan, it was 2 big gutters on both sides. But due to the nature of the way we live in here, yes, if you wanted to demolish what you earmarked, a lot of compounds, a lot of people would be forced out of their compounds because they will be left with minimal space, not even to have a veranda, talk less of a compound yard. Okay? So that was why the scope was reduced. But when the scope was reduced, we were told in this present that we can only have a sizable gutter on one side and a shallow drain on the other side. So when they started, we as a community, when they started, we decided to provide them lunch daily, the workers, the contractors. We were providing them with daily lunch. So in the process, when they started diverting into the junction, then we called their attention and asked them. Because if you are diverting going further inside, that means you blocking spaces of gutters or shallow drains. When that happened, we, as stakeholders, the community came together. The 2 alcalis, our MP, our councillor, the World Development Committee members, we met. That was December 1st. When we met, he put a call through to the Deputy PS. When that happened, he promised us that Tuesday the 3rd, he would send a team to come over. Tuesday the 3rd, Pa Ahmad came. We showed him what our fears were, because we saw that, because initially, before it rained, when they came, they first compacted it with sand. It was a bit high. During the rains, we struggled. Water couldn't easily flow out of our compound today. And this is a runway. With the National Malaria Control Program, there was a survey that we did. That was in 2005. We went up to Safidin, towards London Corner End. There are areas where we spread floaters into the water. And could you imagine, some of them were picked around this end and the other junction, towards the graveyard. Yes, that is how water flows here. So we told them that, okay, if this is raised this high, and there are no means of drainage out of our compound, we will be flooded, no doubt.
But what we were told from you, the NRA, was you still looking for options. Then we suggested, if you're looking for options, why won't you pause the work for now? Until when options are available, then we know what to do. Because if the work continues, like it did, when you have options, how are you going to implement those options? So when we got frustrated with the NRA back and forth, one story to the other, we wrote to the National Disaster Management. Because at the end of the day, if we are flooded, the burden comes to them. And we don't want to come to appeal for bed seats or other stuff. No, this is something that can be averted. So what can we do to avert a possible man-made disaster? It was through the NDMA that we got NRA to come to the ground. When we wrote to them December 16, they wrote to the NRA because when he called in my presence, we were told that the contractor is on a Christmas break and will resume after New Year. Then they officially wrote to you on the 8th because they copied the VDC. We have that copy of the letter. That was on the 8th. But NRA told us that, well, they have other road projects under the IEC that they following up because they need to be inaugurated. Yes, OIC by the President, His Excellency. So it was after independence, 27 to be precise, that they came. This is where we met. We took them, the entire stretch, and they saw firsthand what we talked about. But there and then, to cut a long story short, we were assured, we were told to converge at the NDMA the following Monday. We were there as a community on Monday, but unfortunately, NRA, Sumare and team could not make it because we were told that the first Monday of every month, there is this executive meeting that they used to hold. He was not available. We rescheduled to Thursday. But when we finally met at the NDMA, he told us that there is a design that they've made, he personally came up with and has submitted it to the Minister for Local for Works, that is Honorable Ibrahim Asila. So they're waiting for funding. Once the funds are in, they will start. This was in Ramadan. After Ramadan, I called him because one of our community members here met him around 30th Sound Stretch towards Salende. Then he told that person to ask me to call him. I called him, he told me, well, I've started with my team, we are on the ground. We'll start from Ebo Town, then we'll get to you.
You can see that on the road here, on the side, Your Excellency. We've discovered that on the starting there, at the next junction where we are going, they've made the pavement and it has completely but in our compound area, all other areas that are there is not supposed to be and we do not want, we are not politicians, we don't want to go to the media, but we will end up going to the media, but our block of the
no, I think that will
No, from here he is going.
Yes. And anything towards the end is not going to be on their cost. Now here, in the morning and in the evening, every day you will be insulting with people. Not GG, not anything, because they are on rush hours across the board. Private, GG vehicles, everybody on highway, on our there. So we are appealing for that form. And why is it? They said we are going to Yes, but I told him that because it is something on government, let's plead to the Vice President when he comes, and whatever can be done. And luckily that the Vice President is coming. With due respect, we would then hand over all to him and the Vice President. But all the water from Ebo Town, Jeshwang Ebo are all terminating here and then going, and then end up where we are just from. So that means this rainy season, if they do not make that hollow, all the water will just come and enter into our country. But more important of these things, if it electrocute somebody.
Thank you. Uncle Gabo, we've been working with him, coming to the ministry. With regards to here, as you can see, most of these places that are left, they're supposed to have iris crossing, like what he said. because here is a waterway, and most of the water coming from there normally passes here. So there will be iris crossing here and subsequent, all subsequent iris crossing. And in regards to the sidewalk, contractually, the sidewalk should be 1.5 meters. So sometimes the contractor, it is the contractor that decides if he wants, he can concrete up to the fence, boundary fence. But contractually, he is paid to do 1.5 meter of sidewalks. But our honorable minister is considering talking to the contractor to extend it. But as of now, contractually, it's 1.5 all sidewalks.
But his concern now is the iris crossing. How soon is that going to come?
Yeah, because I came here, I think, day before yesterday. I met him here. So I reported to our office so that the contractor can expedite all these iris crossing. Before the race,
Like we said, we are expecting heavy rain.
Yeah, 3 days ago I was here with him. So it will be expedited, all these iris crossings.
And also, because the rains are next door, and if it rains here, it will be catastrophic, no doubt.
And we expect heavy rains also.
Exactly. So today, tomorrow, then we went back to the NDMA, because thanks to the NDMA, we were able to get them on the ground. But since then, our efforts have proved futile. One call to the other, we will come, they will give him time that they will come, they will never show up. We've seen no sign of them. And we just want you to see for yourself, Your Excellency, and see if what we're talking about holds water or not. Company or factory that is producing liquid waste here. You know, there are 2 gutters on this end. When you come to the residential area, there's not even a single gutter. And looking at this is on the side of our road. We think we can easily be connected here. Which is not happening. Yeah, because this one, I thought they would have taken it further this way, but it's connected with this one and T3.
Okay. No, I allow him to have his time.
And then I will leave it with
I have to go. I'm sorry.
Anyway, on behalf of the Jeshwang Ebo Town On Development Committee and the Vice President, I want to thank you for your comment. But we will also appeal, because when we heard that the Vice President is coming here, many stakeholders came here to try to just shake themselves. We are appealing, let this not just be a visit or just a talk. Please. We want to thank Mr. Nahaba. He is always with us, definitely. He is always with us. Anytime we knock this office, he is there. But
so we're
thank you. Thank you.
Okay. But I'm at the National Assembly.
And it's part of me.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.